Chase Jones.
I want to look at those trick-or-treat conditions. Now, it's a busy Friday. We're on the countdown to kickoff. We're pre-staging the candy. We're getting those last-minute outfits ready, and then we're going to get ready for hunting season right behind it. Now, these temperatures over the last 24 hours back down near those freezing levels, then right back up into those 70s. We're on that roller coaster, and things are about to warm back up all the way down to 34 degrees, then all the way back up into those mid-70s. We're holding strong right now for a beautiful end to a beautiful month, but by tomorrow, we're beginning the first weekend of November. 76 in San Angelo, everybody else at the 74, if not those mid-70s across the entire area. Finally on the warm-up, but it was a chilly morning. 79 in Robert Lee, 74 down there in Sonora, 5 degrees across the entire Concho Valley. But you see how those southerly winds are keeping us warm. Way too long of a week this week, and so much has gone on. I cannot believe that we finally made it to the end of this week. It's been pretty busy. Dew points are back up there in those 20s and those 30s, while humidity indices are still down there in those teens. But I promise you by tonight they're going to quadruple as we continue to see a little bit of this moisture try to make its way back in. Now, upper level winds are going to show us the cold air is on its way out, but by next week, that's some pretty zonal flow, some fast moving storms, a little bit of high pressure off towards the south, and it's going to keep us in those 80s and those 50s, looking like second summer. So if you're headed out there for hunting, bring the layer with you, but I promise you by the afternoon, it's going to be a pretty warm one. Now, not a drop of moisture anywhere to be found across the entire United States, but of course to those northern areas, they're on the lookout for a little bit of snow, a light dusting. Now, temperatures are showing us where the resurgence of green is going to make its way all the way up to North Dakota, where we're going to hover around some of those oranges, so the warm-up is definitely on its way. I wish it was here just in time for Halloween. Severe weather outlook completely quiet right now. Everybody's going to have a great Halloween, and down at the surface, not even some freeze warnings. It's pretty quiet across the entire area right now. Couldn't ask for a better day to the end of October, kicking off November. Now, take a good look at the futurecast. We're watching some light cloud cover. Things are quieting down, getting ready to shut things down here in the Storm Team Weather Center. Toss things over to Reagan for the weekend. Then by next week, it's going to be pretty busy because we're looking at a whole lot of, food drives, coat drives, blood drives. It's going to be a busy one. I think there's a parade in there somehow. Tonight, all the way back down into those mid-40s, and I'm keeping my eye on those winds. Then tomorrow, a good run at those lower 70s. But if you're headed out for hunting, we're going to see some of those stronger winds out of the north, and by the afternoon, they're going to turn back out of the south. So you're going to see some of that heat. If you're out there, make sure you drink some water or bring some water with you. You see what kind of a week I'm having? I'm just ready for Halloween. Take a good look. By the weekend, we're going to lose that hour or gain that hour, whichever way I've been arguing with Zoe all week, but we're going to warm up all the way into those lower 80s just in time for Election Day. Then we're going to lock ourselves in those 80s while those overnight lows push up into those mid-50s. Stay tuned. I'll warm up the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.